everybody here. And all of these people, you can go to anyone on staff and ask the following question. What can you do for my business? I need help. Here's what I need help in. Where do I go? How do I find that resource? These people work for you. You're an InterNACHI member. You're a part of the family. These people work for, that's all they do. They focus on your success. You're not alone. So if you need something in your business, it's not working right, or you need to increase your business because you want to take it to the next level, or you're just beginning, you have no idea where to start. That's our job. You're not alone. So these people work for you. And that's a great resource when you're an InterNACHI member. Man, when you're an InterNACHI member, a whole world of opportunities open up to you. One of them, just one of them, is this personal people resource. You have 30 people work. There's 6 people on the marketing team. There's an InterNACHI marketing team. They don't do marketing for InterNACHI. The marketing that they do, design, illustrate, develop, are for InterNACHI members. Imagine if you had to hire 6 people to work on your marketing tonight. You go to them and say, here's what we're going to do, team. We're going to design a business card, and I want that business card to be, so awesome. I want nice, feel good material. I want the corners curved. I want a new logo. I got a logo, but I want it redesigned. I want it to have more blue instead of red, and I'm going to change everything in there. And I want you guys to design it. Tell me when it's going to be done. And all of their work is free because you're an InterNACHI member. Again, imagine if you had to hire 6 people to work on your marketing tonight. It's impossible. But with InterNACHI, you get to do something called leveraging. You leverage resources. That's why you're an InterNACHI member. You leverage resources that we have and provide to our members for free so that you can be successful. And what I wanted to talk to you about is a couple of things. I came up with a few ideas, and I was thinking about business and what's really important in business for you to know as new inspectors in class, becoming home inspectors. And also, if you're online right now, I see everyone's texting and chatting with each other. That's fantastic, where they're from. If you're online right now and you're wondering how to maybe take your business to the next level, whatever you do in your business, you have to think of these 3 things: awareness, nurturing, and trust. These are the 3 legs of a stool that holds your business. These are the 3 pillars, the 3 things that hold up and support and act as the foundation for your business. Awareness, nurturing, and trust. And awareness is, we're going to go over these 3 things, but real quick, awareness is, think of it as the first time somebody becomes aware of your business, right? Because of your marketing. Nurturing is, what do you do with them when they become aware of your business? What do you do? How do you handle them? How do you bring them to scheduling an inspection with you? That's nurturing. You nurture them all the way. And then it's all about trust. They're going to click online to schedule an inspection, or they're going to schedule or give you a call, or send you an email, or confirm a job schedule because they trust you. People hire other people that they trust, and we'll talk a little bit about that. Also wanted to talk a little bit about 15 steps to become a successful home inspector. But there's really 5 steps. The first 5 steps are the most important. So if you have a pencil and paper, or if you want to watch this later, it's being recorded, but you can write these URL down so you can follow along if you wanted to. But I'm going to take you to nachi.org, nachi.org/everything, nachi.org/everything, nachi.org/everything. Or you go to any nachi.org page, click Get Started, and you scroll down to become a home inspector to get to the 15 steps. Okay. And I'm going to look at the Q&A feature and the chat feature in a little bit. And if anybody has a question in class, in the Colorado class, you get first dibs on me and my attention, right? You just wave your hand or get AJ to stop me. Okay, cool. You join InterNACHI is step one. I kind of explained why already. I mean, there's so many opportunities available to you when you are a member of InterNACHI. When I started out as a home inspector, oh God, 30 years ago, there was nothing available really. There aren't any resources. Now we have a lot of resources, and you want to go to the biggest organization there is for home inspectors. Inside the organization, there's a home inspector college, a tuition-free college accredited by the U.S. Department of Education, where we have a home inspector college. Don't go anywhere that's unaccredited to get trained and certified. Step one, join InterNACHI. Why would you join InterNACHI? Well, man, there's a lot available. We have a home inspector certificate program. You get trained and certified and get a logo and a certification. This is actually a certificate program from a college. You know, the education that you take are actually CEUs that can be transferred. It's crazy. We have free online training and continuing education. So if you wanted to, let's say, expand your business or maybe diversify it, let's talk about diversification. Don't just become a home inspector, right? Think of other services that your clients may need that maybe they don't even know that they need. Maybe you may be in an area where there's a lot of pools. So don't say no, I don't inspect pools. Say yes, I inspect pools. I'm trained and certified by InterNACHI to inspect pools. Would you like me to, while I'm here, turn around to your client, while I'm here, do you want me to inspect this pool? Make sure everything's okay. And you can get trained and certified to inspect pools. You can get trained and certified by InterNACHI to inspect mold or radon, or do an energy scan with a thermal infrared camera. All kinds of. You can do a free rental inspection where you make sure that the rental property, the apartment, the condominium that someone is going to rent is safe, right? It's called rental ready. That's available. If you want to learn about anything that's related to property inspections, home inspections, commercial inspections, all of the training courses are online for InterNACHI members and they're free. We have certification programs. We have over 60 certification programs, 60 different types of inspection certifications. So don't just become a home inspector, become other types of home inspectors. There are different types of inspections that you can offer to your clients. We have a huge inspection community that's online. We have mentors. We have a mentoring program where we have certified master inspectors who agree to volunteer their time to help other inspectors become better. We have chapters all over the place. There's a Denver chapter in Colorado. There's a Raleigh chapter where I'm at in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have an online inspector exam. It's free and open to everybody. You can take the exam to maybe prepare for a state exam. And it's free and online. You can take it over and over again, and all the results are confidential. So if you really blow it, if you fail or something, no one knows, right? And it's really good practice. It's a really great way to practice taking an exam that tests your knowledge about how to do an inspection, what you need to know to do a really good home inspection or commercial property inspection. At the end of the exam, it tells you where you're strong, where you did well in the exam, and where you're weak, where you need a little bit more education. And it'll actually give you a recommendation, like a course to take in order to strengthen that weakness. We have all kinds of other stuff. So that's step one. That's one of the reasons why you join InterNACHI, to get access to all the resources. It's kind of like an amusement park. InterNACHI is like an amusement park where you pay a fee to get in, and then all of the rides are available to you for free, right? So, and there are small rides, there are big rides, there's complicated ones, and all, I mean, and there's no lines. That's the nice part. immediate access from anywhere. Step 2 is you get trained and certified and licensed, and you have to have experience. How do you get experience so that you can get your first client and feel competent enough to take their money for providing a really great, valuable inspection service? We help you with that. Oh, if you wanted to, I was just scrolling. If you wanted to get introduced to performing home inspections, we have an online course called Introduction to Home Inspections course. And it's a really great way to get into this whole idea of inspecting a property and providing valuable information. And you learn what to inspect and what not to inspect. And it comes with all kinds of benefits. So there's all the topics that are covered in the Introduction to Home Inspections. It's an introductory course, but it's really thorough. And what I would do is I would use it as a resource. So you go here and you just log in to the course and go through a couple of these things. I'm a licensed home inspector. And you can go to, let's say you're kind of weak on electrical. So you go to the electrical section and you can like, well, what about, what is a overhead wire or something, right? So we talk about that topic. Or how about grounding and bonding? I'm not quite sure what grounding and bonding is. It's the same thing or different. And so we have a section on grounding and bonding. We make complicated systems and components, learning about them, very simple. Make complicated, difficult, challenging things very simple in this course. It's an introductory course. And we talk about GFCIs, AFCIs, where they're supposed to be, where they're supposed to be located, and the difference between the two. And they kind of overlap in some areas of the house. So that's the Introduction to Home Inspections course. It's a really good course. I really recommend it. I like it. And that's under step 2. And then there's a link here about getting inspection experience and gaining the confidence that you need. And we give you advice on how to become an experienced home inspector. And you've got to do inspections. It's either alone on your own, like inspecting your home 10 times, or with some other inspector, maybe at you find somebody at a chapter event and you team up over the weekend and you inspect each other's homes, right? You have to get experience. Inspect your neighbor's homes. Call up a friend. Say, I need to tell them what you're doing. I need to gain experience so that you can crash and burn with your software, let's say, while you're inspecting without any risk because you don't have a client yet. But what you do is you practice inspecting and you gain that experience so that when you're ready to turn the switch and make people aware that you're in business and you nurture them into why you should be hired and they schedule with you because they trust you, you're ready to go. So we give you some advice here on how to gain experience. One of the best things to do is watch other master inspectors inspect. And the easiest way to do that is online video. We have a videographer. We have them follow a master inspector or 2 or 3 through each system and component of a home inspection. And they explain how they inspect. That's one of the best ways. So you could do it's like the ultimate ride along. It's free and it's available to you at any time on any device. So you don't know how to do a roof inspection? Watch a master inspector perform a roof inspection, and then you go do it on your home using software. And then done with that, do the exterior. Watch a master inspector inspect the exterior, and then you go do it on your own. And then when you get done with all of the systems, they're like, depending on how you count them, 9 or 12 systems, you do an entire home inspection yourself and time it. See how fast it takes. It shouldn't be more than a few hours to do an entire home inspection. And we have a lot of videos about like finding defects. If do you think this is a problem? This is a missing kickout flashing at a stucco chimney area, and it's draining water on the outside. So at the House of Horrors, we've got some roof systems, and there's some missing kickout and flashing details as well. So get trained and certified. And that's what step 2 helps you with. Step 3, you need inspection tools. Where's my tool bag? There it is. Hold on. I'll show you my tools. Okay. You need these tools. You need a high lumens flashlight. You need a GFCI tester. You need a voltage leak tester. This is about $100, maybe less. And this will make you thousands of dollars. You can, I mean, the investment is so low in inspection tools to make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money with these 3 tools. Oh my goodness. So make money and then buy some fancy tools later. You don't need to have an infrared camera on your first inspection, but you do need those 3 tools there. And that will take you very, very far. You can do years of inspections with those 3 tools. And we have an e-commerce partner, a store partner, Inspector Outlet. And Inspector Outlet partners up with InterNACHI and gives InterNACHI members discounts. Only InterNACHI members. We have a free home inspection checklist. I'd go here and practice performing an inspection with InterNACHI's checklist software. It's free software. It can run on, it's really good on a laptop. A little clunky on a mobile device. But use the inspection checklist as like free software to practice performing inspections at the House of Horrors, for you students there at the House of Horrors or any House of Horrors, or your own home. Or tonight, if you're learning about, getting experience and becoming a better inspector, tonight, why don't you inspect your kitchen? Or if you're in a hotel room, why don't you inspect the bathroom using this software? Inspect the bathroom, take pictures, use software, and go through a process. Watch a certified master inspector inspect the bathroom first, and then do the same to get that experience. And a bathroom should be about 5 minutes. Shouldn't be all day. Nobody wants to hire a home inspector, doesn't know how to inspect a bathroom within a few minutes. So you need practice and use tools that are free, like InterNACHI's home inspection checklist. You got to calculate profitable fees. That's step 4, because you won't be in business very long if you don't know what to charge. And what you charge for an inspection fee is based upon math, has very little to do with what your competition is doing. Doesn't matter what somebody in the chapter is charging. Doesn't really matter if you spy on your competition, look at their websites and they're charging less or more, right? It really is about math. And to figure that out, you go to chapter 11 of InterNACHI's free online home inspection business and marketing course. Let me take you there. This is a college level course about how to start and operate and boost a home inspection business. And it includes everything. And it'll take you from being a 1-person operation to running a multi-inspection group. It includes business and marketing, obviously, but it includes training. We take you through some training steps on how to do an inspection. We take you to discounted software and tools. It takes you to mentoring resources, creating a website for your business, and we're going to go over that in a little bit, and also the legal aspects. For example, you need a contractual agreement, a document between you and your client, and InterNACHI has that agreement for you, and it can be state specific if you are in a state that regulates home inspectors. We have that as well. And for you non-members, if you go into the course, you can sign up for a free trial. I think it's a 1 week free trial if you wanted to. So a home inspection business course. I mean, when was the last time you took a business course for your job, right? If you want to work for someone else, that is a really great course so that your boss, your supervisor, understands that you understand how to run a business. You know something about marketing. You understand that the fee that you are charging, the company fee for the home inspection, is worth it. It's incredible, valuable information that you're providing to your clients. And this is what we charge. And your boss knows that you know that. So you're confident when you're working for a company, you have that knowledge. So it's really good for someone who wants to work as their own boss or for someone else. The home inspection business and marketing course. And we have a fee calculator and the agreement system and all kinds of other resources. Step 5 is about marketing. How do people become aware of your business? And these are the basic steps that you need to take. You need to get a domain. You got to get online. You have to get online. So that means you have to get a domain. And a domain is like, I have a domain for a fake home inspection website that I have, bigbeninspections.com. You can go there now if you wanted to, bigbeninspections.com. Or you can go to Google and just search Big Ben Inspections and it'll pop up. You need a domain, need a logo. That's the marketing team that I mentioned. Remember, there's 6 people who work just for you. Need to get a website, InterNACHI's official vendor for inspector website designs. That's Inspector Website Builder. You can Google that too, Inspector Website Builder. And then we can give you free job leads. Once you put all that together in your InterNACHI membership account, then we can send you job leads. InterNACHI is this huge organization. We have this huge presence on the internet, and we're looking for people who are looking for you, right? They're searching for a home inspector. Like people go to Google and they'll type, if they don't know me, they won't type Big Ben Inspections. They'll type home inspector in Raleigh, right? Or they'll ask their real estate agent, unfortunately, for a recommendation. But they're searching online. We see them searching and we try to grab them and direct them to you. So if you type in home inspector in Austin, Texas, InterNACHI inspectors will pop up and we'll try to bring them to those members who have a domain, a logo, and a website and have updated their InterNACHI profile through their dashboard. So step 5 is all about getting your business online and having a really good website in order to close that interested potential client into a scheduled client. Once you do those 5 steps, at this point, you can start making money as a home inspector. That's what we want to do if you're new. We want to get you to this point. It's not about only getting trained and certified and maybe getting a state license. It's about all these other things. And it could be kind of complicated when you're starting off. What do I do next to be successful? What do I do next? Okay, I've done that. Now what's my next step? So nachi.org/everything puts those 15 steps together. And the first 5 are the most important because at that point, you can start making money as a home inspector. And that's the whole point of getting into business, making money. So those 3 things that we talked about earlier, awareness, nurturing, and trust. Awareness is marketing. It's all about marketing. And that's part of getting a website is part of that marketing, right? There's all kinds of things that get people aware of your business. One of them is getting a website, but anything you do, like if you put a magnet on your vehicle, inspection vehicle, people can become aware of that. If you run a Google ad, if you post something on social media, people can land on your profile and see what's going on. that become aware of you. I've trained many home inspectors, and a lot of them think it's only about getting trained and certified and being the best inspector. And it's not. It's not about being the best inspector. That's important. Being technically competent and really good at doing inspections is very important, but it's no guarantee of being a successful home inspector. Doesn't guarantee success. Knowing a lot about inspections is not enough. You have to do both. You have to be good at home inspecting and running a business and marketing that business. That's why we have all these resources like Introduction to Home Inspections course to get your foot in the door of understanding what a home inspection really is. And then the business and marketing course.
Hey, Ben, we got a question.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben. I know you guys make websites, but if I already have a website, can the InterNACHI team help still capture those leads, even though I have an independent website?
Yep. Right. So what I would do is I'd log in to your dashboard. Let me see. Let me log in because I'm admin and it'll look odd. Let me log in as okay. Alicia, my wife, she's a certified home inspector. She's a CPI through InterNACHI, and this is her dashboard. And what you want to do is you want to go into your dashboard, and then bottom left is profile and settings. And if you have a website already, you want to put that website into your profile. You want to update your profile. You want to scroll down, make sure everything is accurate. And then right there is your company address. Inspector Website Builder is Alicia's domain that she has entered in there. Actually, she should change it. I'm going to change it for her. Ready? This is how easy it is. Monthlynewsletter.com. She's got a few businesses. Alicia publishes the newsletter, so you should subscribe to the InterNACHI newsletter so you don't miss anything. And she also is, I think it's she's a consultant for the Inspector Website Builder, the folks who build InterNACHI websites. Whatever mine would be, bigbeninspections.com. You type in your URL right there. Okay. And then you click save and you update it. Then one more step. You go back to your dashboard and you click listings. Listings are the zip codes where you work. Why is that important? That's important because people search by area. Like if I wanted a plumber, I'd search for master and plumber in Raleigh, or might even put in my zip code, right? So what you want to do is you want to add 10 zip codes or postal codes if you're in Canada. And now we have your name, we got your address, and we have your domain. Now, when people are searching, they could search for Big Ben Inspections or Home Inspector Newsletter, Alicia Gromicko, something. And then we'll try to grab those people and send them to your website. So if you already have a website, go to your InterNACHI dashboard and update your profile with that website, and then add listings, zip codes, areas where you work, because people are going to search usually with an area in their search. How do you know that people are landing on your website once you update your profile with the website address in your InterNACHI dashboard with your listings? How do you know that people are landing on your website? And how do you know, like, in relation to how many people are landing on your website, how many people are actually scheduling jobs with you? What if you knew that 100 people today are landing on your website and only one scheduled? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let me show you. You have to think of your website as that nurturing part. Awareness is getting the message out that, hey, look at me. I'm a home inspector. Become aware of me. And then you nurture them in. You direct people into the best measuring tool for marketing success, and that's your website. Inspector Website Builder, InterNACHI's official vendor for website designs, designed my website, bigbeninspections.com, and I can see how well this website is performing. Think of your website as an employee that you pay about $1 a day. Don't pay any more than $1 a day for a website. It's just not, you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a website. It's just, they don't do that anymore. The only people who say you have to spend thousands of dollars on a website are the people designing websites for thousands of dollars, right? So I know that you only need to spend about $1 a day. Now, for $1 a day, how do you know your website is doing what it's supposed to do? You have to have the analytics. So you go to your website designer and say, I demand, don't even ask, I demand all analytics of my website, all of them, at any time. I don't have to ask you how it's doing. I don't trust you. I want to see it for myself. So you have to have access to, and so InterNACHI's official vendor for website designs, I keep saying this, Inspector Website Builder, gives you the analytics. And here's mine. Here's Big Ben Inspections. They designed my website, Big Ben Inspections. If you want to go there, here it is. It looks like this, so you know you're on the right page. So Big Ben Inspections kind of looks like this. Remember, this is, I'm not a home inspector anymore. It's just a fake website. But I get to know my visitors. How many people land on my website? I have 100, past 30 days, 108 unique visitors today. I'm not even marketing myself. I have 108 new people, right? And what do? I want to see, how's the traffic going? If I have let's say I write a blog and it's a good blog. It's on my website. You can do that through Inspector Website Builder. And I post it everywhere on my social media channels. I want to know, are people hitting it? Are people reading it? And are people hitting my website? I can see this. Oh, look, on June 20th, I had 19 people visit my website. Maybe I did something special that day. Look, on this day, July 6th, I didn't have anybody visit my website. Nobody visited my website. That's no good. So do you know if anybody is visiting your website? That's a good question. Through this vendor, you can. Here's the real cool thing. I have one visitor visiting my website right now, live. In the past 30 minutes, I had 4. And if I wanted to text and chat with anybody who visits my website, I can do that. Can you chat with anybody who's visiting your website? So go to Big Ben Inspections right now. Go ahead, bigbeninspections.com. And I'll see that you'll be visiting me and I can reach out to you and chat with you. Why would I chat? That's nurturing. Awareness is marketing, getting people aware of my website, that I exist, that I'm trained and certified. I'm a member of InterNACHI. I'm a great inspector. I have 4 visitors. Look, now I have 4 live visitors, and I can chat with any one of them. Yep. Nurturing is one of these features that this Inspector Website Builder gives me, is I can chat with any of you and nurture you in, bring you along and ask you, hey, is there anything, are you interested in scheduling a website? Interested in scheduling a home inspection? Yeah, I am. When do you need it by? I'm not sure. I have to ask my real estate agent. Well, just come back and why don't you give me your phone number and we'll call later today. Right now I'm on a roof. You know, you can chat with these people. Great feature. It's a great feature. Okay, two of you are from Tennessee. One of you is from Arlington. One of you is from Greenville. Now, if I'm doing a mailing, communicating, right? That's marketing, getting people aware of my business. How do I measure that the people in certain zip codes are visiting my website? It's analytics. You have to demand analytics. You have to demand to know, you have to measure. If it's worth doing, it's worth measuring. And so you need analytics. Okay. This anonymous visitor is visiting my homepage. I can see. Awesome. And this anonymous visitor from Canada is visiting my homepage on a mobile device, and I can open a chat if I wanted to, and I can chat with them. Hey, how are you doing? You know? So, hey there. Hey there. Someone said, will you be at the convention in October? I said, hey there. Yes, I will. Here's another visitor. Hi, someone's chatting. I can see you typing. I'm watching the webinar. Hi. Hey, watcher. And the point of chatting with people landing on your website is to not chat with them. What is the point? It's this. Ready? Can I have your number and call you today to give you my open slots on my calendar? They're filling up. Right? Don't give me the number. Don't give me, no, give me the number. I'll switch it to someone else. I don't want anybody calling you. Right? That's the whole point of chatting with somebody. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to marketing. Ben, what do I do when I go marketing? Who do I, through InterNACHI's official vendor for website designs, they give you a page of marketing ideas. Here's social media marketing. If you want to post and analyze performance and grow your presence on social media, do it through your website so that you can track the performance of your marketing efforts. Send people marketing, like on a social media post, get them aware, and then track them as they click your social media profile and land on your website. You can see them landing on your website. You can chat with them, or you can see where they go. See if they actually convert into a scheduled client because they trust you. Email marketing. Email marketing, you send an email blast, right, to all of your clients or neighbors or some people at the convention event that you just went to, and you captured people's, I don't know how you captured emails, but you got them, right? I can capture emails by having a downloadable PDF, tips for home buyers, off of my website, and I gather their email from there. Send an email campaign. How do you know that your email campaign works? Your campaign, your marketing campaign is about your awareness, and your website measures that effort. You can do email automations. You can do coupons. You can do a coupon on a discount on your web inspection service. You can create something like a link in a bio. So if you're on Instagram or TikTok or something like that, and you know how you click the link in your profile, well, you can have your own special landing page. Why do you want to do that? Because you want to measure how many people click your profile from your Instagram posts. Don't just post stuff and hope that people are visiting your website. That's a waste of time. You measure your efforts in business. If you do anything, you have to measure whether it's part of your success or not. If it's not working, that means you measured that it's not working and you don't do it anymore. But apparently, posting awesome stuff like a hole in the roof on Instagram works really well for home inspectors. But you have to combine your social platforms with your website and link them, and so you can measure success. If you wanted to do some Google ads, I can do Google ads from here. Facebook, Instagram ads, they're very expensive. Don't do it. Email marketing, social media marketing, all these other kinds of things. I can look at people visiting my website. I have a lot of people today visiting my website. Thanks, everybody. I have 19 people visiting my website. I can do some traffic overview. I can do real-time stats. I can tell any from where you're at and where you're going. I can see, anybody landing on my website. I can see where they're going on my website. Here's my marketing efforts, right? We talked about direct marketing, organic search, people just finding you like home inspector in Raleigh. That's an organic search. A referral is you have a resource that provides you a link and you can track that link. Organic social, you can see people coming from your platforms. Like here, I have 2 people from Yelp and your email campaign. So these are the arms that bring people in, and you get to measure whether this is successful or not through your website analytics. And this is Inspector Website Builder. Inspector Website Builder gives me all this stuff to look at and make sure that my marketing money is actually making me more money. At $1 a day for a marketing, for a website like this, it's really like a marketing engine. Anything you do should be measured, and this engine is measuring it, and that's Inspector Website Builder. So at my homepage, I have a bunch of people visiting my homepage, and I see them, they go to services and fees. That makes sense. And then they go to my qualifications. That makes sense. They want to know on my homepage, and then they go to my services. What do I do? And then they take a look at my qualifications. Am I qualified to perform these inspections? Here's my website. I mean, you can scroll down it if you want, but here are my qualifications. Here's the trust part. Remember, awareness, nurturing, trust. Especially if you're new. No one trusts you. I wouldn't hire you, right? If you're brand new, are you going to market? Hey, I'm totally green. I have no idea what I'm doing. No. So what you do is you join InterNACHI, you get trained, you get certified by InterNACHI, you go through that process. It's a long, difficult process. Not everybody goes through it. Some people have to drop out. They're not good inspectors. It's difficult to be an InterNACHI certified professional inspector. It really is. Once you become one, you tell everybody. That's the trust part. They have to trust you. One way for a new inspector, and also an experienced inspector too, to gain people's trust so that they schedule a job with you, is you borrow the trust from the largest organization of residential and commercial property inspectors. InterNACHI has trained and certified this individual, Big Ben Inspections. Trust them. You're borrowing their trust. Also, Google reviews. Google reviews are incredibly important. People will hire you because of a recommendation from a total stranger. You can yell at the top of your lungs from your roof how wonderful you are, but people would rather hear a recommendation from a total stranger. That's why Google reviews are really important. So put Google reviews on your list of things to do, and we can help you with that. The marketing team is available to you. So here are all my certifications. And here's a video of me inspecting a house as well. Have fun with your website. It should be a lot of fun to do. So those are the 3 things in business. When you're thinking about your business, yep, it's important to get trained and certified, but you have to think of also awareness, nurturing, and trust. Awareness is people get aware that you even exist, and that's your marketing. There's many ways to market your services. Nurturing is you get them, everything you say is nurturing people towards you because you seem to be a trusted person, a competent person, a qualified person who brings incredible value to their clients. So you want to nurture them in. In a conversation, you always want to show your passion for inspecting homes and nurture those people towards scheduling a job with you. Yep. Okay. Then trust is the 3rd leg. And trust is, man, if you can do 100 inspections with your friends and family, how about 50? How about 20? Can you do 20? And then get a Google review from all those people. You did a home inspection for them. Maybe you did it for free, but that's still good. That's still a client. Get a Google review from them. It's really important. There are other ways to build trust as well. And there are many ways to nurture people towards a scheduled job. And it's a lot of fun to get people aware of your business because that's all about marketing. So those things I wanted to show you, my website, my analytics, and nachi.org/everything, the first 5 steps. I think that's what I wanted to share with you. And let's see, are there any questions in class? No questions in class? Maybe I'll take a look at the chat. Let's see. I have a question about Nachi. Should I call a direct answer? Who can I get a direct answer to? Right? We're all on the contact page. So go to more and go to contact us. And there's some buttons here for quick answers on your own, or you could scroll down and there's an email, fast reply, and there's also a phone number. Okay. Just starting out, can you maybe, yeah, here we go. Just starting out, I'm finding it difficult to get my first job. What's the best way of doing my first job? Going to open houses, introducing local realtors. Take the home inspection business and marketing course. Home inspection business and marketing. We have 2 inspectors in that course, Inspector John and Inspector Mary, and they go through a lot. Like we have the, Inspector John and Inspector Mary figure out what to charge for their inspections, and we do the math for each one. We take you through the process of figuring out, of answering the question, why should I hire you? So Jonathan, it's about answering the question, why should I hire you? If you can figure out that answer, why should I hire you instead of anybody else? I mean, when I perform a home inspection, I perform it according to a standards of practice. So do you. I use software on my phone. I take pictures. So do you. I inspect the systems and components according to a standards of practice, and so do you. I produce a report, pictures. I smile. Why should I hire you instead of anybody else? There must be something, right? And as soon as you figure out that, it's called a unique selling proposition. Like you're proposing to sell your services because you're unique and special. What is that? Something special about you. For me, I was a home builder. So I know everything. I know it inside and out. I can inspect a home as it's being built and after it's being built, a new one and an old one, the historic homes and everything, right? And I get up on every roof with my tall ladders. If I can't get there, I'll do a drone. I provide a home maintenance book with every inspection. I use infrared and moisture meters. Plus, I'm a one-stop shop. You got a septic system? I'll do it. Mold? Me. Pool? Yep. I'm certified 60 different type of certifications. I'm also a code inspector. I'm a code enforcement officer. Yeah. I'm totally different from all the rest. I offer the InterNACHI buyback program. InterNACHI will buy the home back if you miss something. I have the honor guarantee. I have the inspection warranty through InterNACHI. I have all these things. There's no way you can compete with me. Or maybe you can't. That's the way you have to approach it. How do you distinguish yourself from all the rest? Now it's easy to answer the question. How do you get your first job? Marketing. And it's so easy to market. Just talk to people. I mean, you can go to LinkedIn, right? You can go to realtor.com. Should we go there now? You go to LinkedIn and realtor.com and start conversations with top level, not very top and not medium, but somewhere in between, right? Above half and below 90, somewhere in there, of real estate agents. Talk to them. Cold call real estate agents. Pick up the phone and call real estate agents. Have conversations online. Email. Knock door to door. Inspect 20 homes in your neighborhood. Make sure everybody in your neighborhood knows that you are a home inspector. I mean, it's just about marketing. But first, you have to do the hard work. Don't market that You're like everybody else. That's not interesting. You have to first go through the home inspection business course and figure out what makes you different from all the rest, and use the InterNACHI's marketing team as consultants, illustrators, designers, get a logo, get a business card, get a flyer, get a door hanger, get a handout designed for you, professionally designed. Don't do it on your own. Don't have your cousin do it. Because when you market yourself, you got to look pro. Get a shirt, right? Try to get clean your truck, get your tools ready. And then you're ready to market yourself. Have everything, get your website ready so that when you do marketing, you can actually measure whether it's successful or not. All these things, there's so many things to do. It's so much fun being a home inspector and running your own home inspection business. Getting trained and certified is really important, but there's so much other stuff going on. It's going to be a lot of fun if you're new. It's so much fun. And you're not alone. Again, if it seems overwhelming, this is my job. I'm here to help, but we're all on the contact page as well. Okay. So go to nachi.org go to nachi.org, click more, and then go to contact us. Contact your marketing team right now. Jessica runs the marketing team. You should be speaking with Jessica before the end of the week about your marketing. All right. AJ, I know I'm supposed to go to quarter past. I don't want to step on the next presenter's toes.
I think you're good, Ben.
Okay. People in class, you got any questions? Should we do one more question from online? Just starting out, Kelsey. No, I was just told to start again as long as I have. Okay, Kelsey says, I was told that certification is only as good as long as I'm a member. Once your membership subscribes, the certification ends. Yeah, and that's common with every certification. So I'm a ICC code inspector. I'm certified by ICC as a code inspector, code enforcement officer, and I have to maintain that certification by taking education. It's same thing with a license. All of your real estate agents that you bump into, they're licensed by the state, and that license ends as soon as they stop taking education. So you have to be a member of InterNACHI and take our courses in order to, you can take all kinds of courses, any kind of course to renew your certification, but it's free through InterNACHI. So as a member, if you're no longer a member, you're no longer certified through InterNACHI. Get certified by someone else. Keep your certifications. That's the most important thing. Get certified. It's even more important than getting a license. I'm a Florida licensed home inspector. My Florida license means nothing because I have 10,000 other home inspectors who are licensed. So my license means nothing in my business. It means nothing. It means that I have met the state absolute minimum requirements that the state requires me to meet to perform an inspection. If I didn't meet that absolute minimum and I performed a home inspection unlicensed, that's committing a crime. That's a low bar. This is criminal and being state licensed, and it means nothing, right? What matters is what someone else talked about. How do I get my first job? And what matters is marketing yourself and your brand and answering the question, why should you hire me instead of anybody else? That's what really matters. Michael, I need to make a couple changes to my website. If it's through inspectorwebsitebuilder.com, you can make it your own. You can do your own edits if you wanted to. There's no charge to that. You own the websites they design. That's why we like Inspector Website Builder, because you own the website. No one is hosting the website. Oh, I can't give you access. I can't do that. We don't allow you to do that. No, you can do whatever you want with your website. You own the domain. Don't ever let anybody buy your domain and control it. You own the domain. You own the website. You can make your own edits if you want to, or they'll just do it for you for free. Don't worry about it. Any other questions? No? Okay. getting certified, not because I want to become, but because I want to know what to look for when I buy or build my home. Any suggestions on a course I should start with? Yeah, the Introduction to Home Inspections course. So get started, NACHI.org, get started, and then go to training and education. And then in the search field, let's bring up the search field, type in introduction. And there's a few. You want to do the Introduction to Home Inspections course. This will take you through every system and component of a home that a home inspector sees, which is basically all the really important stuff that you should know when you're building or buying a home. Yeah. I'm just looking. I can go on for a long time. AJ, when should I stop?
Whenever you feel like it, Ben.
Oh, okay. Because I have like, if you see, I have like I've got a ton of people asking questions, like a lot of questions. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. I really appreciate your time. You've been there for almost an hour and a half. People in Colorado at the House of Horrors have so much fun in class. It's a great place to get trained and certified as a home inspector. And feel free to reach out to anybody at InterNACHI. We all work for you, and we're on the contact page. And my name is Ben, and my email is ben@internachi.org. ben@internachi.org. And I'll reply to your email with anything, and I'll try to help you out as much as possible. All right. Thank you all. Thanks, AJ. Bye, everybody. Have a good time. All right. Bye, y'all.